So there was a new update for Star Atlas in which it allows us to test out um, the dogfighting mode and the racing mode, and as well as there's a new update for the showroom. Now, as you can see, there's right off the bat I can't turn. Um, I believe that the mouse icon is not supposed to be there, uh, and I've tried everything. There is finally a motion blur setting, so I can turn that down. I turned the graphics all the way down, and so yeah, it's gonna look rough, but that's the only way that I'm actually able to get this to not be so stuttered. Now it's pretty stuttered. I had to restart this several times, maybe I think 4 times total in order to get everything to work, including getting the mouse to not be stuck on there. I did have to scroll down to see what the heck the vehicle controls were, and just a forewarning, you can't change any of these controls, so that's a real bummer. Um, I'm sure if I mess with the files, I can maybe finagle it, but it's just not worth the effort. So right off the bat, it doesn't look good. Not graphically. I'm talking just the mechanics of the game itself just don't feel right. So here's an example where I finally fixed the mouse button and it turns, um, it's not, it doesn't feel fluid. It feels like I'm playing an arcade game from 1980s with better graphics. That's the best way I can describe it. We have all this information on the screen, which means absolutely nothing to me. None of it's explained in any way or fashion. I managed to get a push T to lock onto the target. Neither the rockets nor the bullets do anything, so it's borderline impossible to hit anything. It's just, this is a really rough game. Um, for as much money as they've received and as much time as they've gotten, I at least expected this to have been polished out. Just movement alone. If movement is all that they have to show for, I would have expected this to have been polished out. There's there's nothing there's nothing going on. um, I don't know. This is I don't I don't know. I don't get it. I'm absolutely at a loss. So the blue lines all over the place is a boundary. So while you're in outer space and you should theoretically be able to go anywhere, you're actually just stuck in a very small globe. Um, Sometimes you can go through objects and sometimes you can't. It's not very clear about that. It doesn't tell you what to do when you run out of ammo. So here I am. It looks like I'm sucking space off. Uh, I'm getting space testicle juice all up in my grill, and it's not. There's just it, it's just wrong. Everything about this is wrong. And then when you do complete it, it's like, oh, you got S rank. First of all, I don't know if S rank in this game means the same things it does in other games because I can guarantee you I didn't do jack shit, so I shouldn't be getting any rank. But it is what it is. Anyway, so like they have the still imaging of stuff polished out. Like this looks good. This looks good. Just the menu stuff, it looks great. Everything that's stationary, awesome. It seems to function. Except when I first loaded this up after the update, it was, oh man, it was so freaking stuttery. It was using like 90% GPU at absolutely low settings. It makes no sense. This is horribly optimized. I should not be using 90% of my GPU and 90%, 88% of my CPU on absolutely low settings. It's absolute. I know I'm saying absolutely a lot, but it's atrocious. Um, the other problem I had with this is, again, settings. So in any game ever, they always invert the way the vehicle moves, the y-axis, the up and down. In this game, if you change the y-axis to be inverted, well, it doesn't tell you that it's vehicle only or player only. It just says y-axis. So I went ahead and clicked it, and it did not change at all. Not until I went to the showroom. Now, I didn't want it in the showroom because I don't need it in the showroom. I need it for the vehicle. All right. And then if you hit any object, it just absolutely just completely throws you off course. You can't find anything. You're just completely lost. Hitting the red orbs gives you more time, although at this point it doesn't really matter. See, look at this. I don't know. I'm completely fucking throwing around. It's extremely hard to control. It just isn't fluid. It doesn't feel right. This wasn't made by gamers. This was made by somebody that just wants to show stuff off. You know what I mean? It's like these people have never played a game before. This is not what it's supposed to feel like. The environment looks good though. Like they do have that. It's just they this was I think I'm upside down. I don't know. It's when you play it, it doesn't feel right. Look at that. I have no idea what happened. It looked like I just flipped upside down, but I can't tell. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, apparently I did flip upside down. I hit a rock and flipped me upside down. I don't know if I went through the rock. Oh yeah, that you see that? That was a that was lag from pushing escape so I could touch the menus. It's extremely laggy. Um, yeah, let's just move on. All right, so I put on my Christmas suit. That's pretty cool. At least they got that to work correctly. Give it a second and it should allow me to do showroom. So I went ahead and clicked it. And the first couple times, it sent me to some other option. So it didn't even send me to the showroom option. So we have three options. Doing private host is no different than doing solo play. It's just your room, except that it still gets connected online for some reason. And if you click the multiplayer one, there are no rooms because nobody's playing this. It's fucking empty. I'm actually quite curious how many people are actually playing this, and it's not just a bunch of generated players with generated accounts. Because it says that some players are spending upwards of millions and millions of dollars on this game, and I don't. On what? Where's the money going? It seems like an absolute scam at this point. The prices of the ships have all just absolutely dropped. They've tanked. It's, I don't know. It's just better to invest in crypto than um, at this point. This game just isn't made. With all this money, they should have been able to hire devs of the highest caliber, and this game should have been finished like within a couple weeks. Millions of dollars. Like, I can't. I can't fathom what's going on. And the loading times, why is it taking so long to load a single room? This makes no sense. I'm gonna have to skip through this. So I also skipped through me fixing the settings because of the y-axis problem. I come in here, it feels like shit. I would expect on absolutely low settings that it would be smoother. Um, I'm probably getting like 7 FPS. Like this is really rough. So they did add this art menu thing. They don't really explain what's better, epic or legendary. You usually would say legendary. What about anomaly? That's not normal. I would assume anomaly is above legendary, but then it's got all these other things below it that don't make any sense. They don't explain anything. It's just here, you know? And are these like NFTs? Because they have series numbers, so I would think that they're NFTs, but at the same time that it's only like 14 out of 15. So did I get the 14th version? No, probably not. It's probably just fucking pictures. So it's a fake NFT per se. If they're gonna go the route of NFTs and have tokens and have ships that run on the crypto market, they should have had NFT pictures. You're a player and you get certain pictures of the game. Even if we can't trade them outside the game, these should have been marketable in the game because that's what this game's about. If this game is going to be about the marketplace, since they can't fucking do anything about the actual game mechanics of it, then they should have doubled down on NFTs, um, like they seem to be wanting to do. So we move over here to these little pedestals, and we can interact with them now. Um, I definitely don't remember earning anything, so I don't know why I have all these. Um, I would assume that these are accomplishments, but you know, all right, I just randomly have legendary and anomaly accomplishments that I definitely shouldn't have access to per se. And apparently it's just art, so I'm gonna throw that down there. And I don't know if I really feel like throwing a whole bunch more down. It seems like a waste of time. Nobody's gonna be in here anyway. So let's go ahead. I don't see any more interactables. I did look around a little bit longer. There was just nothing left to interact with. And I'm like, well, maybe this time we could finally fly ships. So open it up, see if there's any new teleportation areas, and it doesn't seem to be. Seems like it's the same area. New interactables. That's about it. So we're gonna go to the ship pad, and let's go ahead and um, we need to make sure that we are on only own. Let's choose. Let's do the epic one. I think that's the most rare one I have. Yeah, we'll do the epic one. Surely it's more expensive. They're gonna obviously let us do something with it, right? Set ship, ship spawns, no textures. That's immediately a disappointment. Um, there's no interactable. It's got this big boundary box that won't let me near it, so I can't even jump on it. This is, this game has an identity crisis. This isn't a game. Like this is literally not a game. Maybe let's check out the Pierce X5. Well, let's go to only own. Yeah, for a second I thought I owned these. I was like, I don't remember getting these. So let's go to only own and we'll go to the Pierce X5. Where is it? That looks kind of cool. Um, there it is, Pierce X5. Now I know I've seen this one, the online version of this one, through the website, and it looks good, but there's no textures. It's just I don't get it. What is the point? It's not even a showroom at this point. Like there's nothing to see. There's not I can't even get in it. It has no textures. I I I feel like this game's a risk. But hey man, I got this really cool Christmas suit. Got that going for it. Everything up here is uninteractable. I feel like that's gonna be it for now. If you have any questions, let me know.